Hello everyone, we're back with the second and last set of the quarterfinals. We are seeing different teams now, so I just updated one of them. I'll update the names of the other team soon. We're seeing the teams of GIP, Bulgaria, and Seniori, Romania. We are still waiting to hear what was the result from the first set. So we know who is fighting for what. The first quarter-final match, we showed the leaders from the qualifications, Chelopech. They were leading 16 teams to bridge over nations after the first set. And now the organizers decided to switch to this event now. So the first board, West is playing in 3 diamonds. Here, East, West are not the correct names. North and South are. I will just check very quickly who is playing here East West. It's V George and D Savin. Savin and George are East West. West is George. I'll update that shortly. So 3 diamonds looks like an easy make. Even 5 diamonds looks not too bad with the layout we see. But yeah, the club finesse to discard the spade loser. Still, they don't have enough trumps, so yeah, 3 diamonds is a good contract. At the other table, I'm switching to the other table, table 2. East-West, the Bulgarians, the names are correct. Danailov and Borisov reached 3 no trumps, so we'll see a swing here for sure, because 3 diamonds will make it the other table. Let's see if they'll make 3 no trump or not. It's rather unlikely they'll make it because they have only 5 diamond tricks and 2 clubs after the finesse and maybe a spade is 8. So their only hope is that the defense will give them hard tricks. And it's not so abnormal considering the only suit they beat is hearts and now they're leading it. So Declare has chances unless now the defender must win the heart and switch to a spade very quickly, otherwise Declare will be able to establish a hard trick and make 3 no trump. The Declare is Dian Danailov, one of the very best players in the world, bronze medalist from Bermuda Bowl and many other titles. He's won the European Open pairs and the Cavendish Invitational pairs, amongst many other events. So yes, North found the spade switch, well done to them. So the North-South players are also not correct here, I'll change them too. These are North is Gliga and South is Matej. Okay, hello everyone. Sorry we had an issue with the stream. I have forgotten to put it public. It was private, so I was watching myself basically. Uh, the first board of the second quarter final game is over. There will be some IMS exchange, so I'll get you on track of what is happening. We are showing the second out of 2 quarterfinal sets. The previous match we watched Chelopech against Bridge Over Nations. Chelopech is leading by 16 imps. Now the organizers decided to show a different match. This is GIP against Seniori. GIP is from Bulgaria, Seniori is from Romania. The names of East, West here and North, South the other table are accurate. I need to change the names of North, South here and East, West, the Seniori team basically. So what is happening? We don't know the result from the first set because there is also some ruling or bridge mates issue or something that I didn't understand. So we are waiting for an update on what the result is from this match until now, because obviously it's very important. In the meantime, on board one of the tables stopped in 3 diamonds, the other one stopped in 3 no trump, this one. And after a hard lead, which was giving chance to declare, North returned a spade, which killed all the chances for declare immediately. And 3 no trump went 1 off because East West can get 5 diamond tricks, 1 spade the king, and the finesse of clubs is 8. At the other table, Team Seniori from Romania stopped in only 3 diamonds, which was a safe contract. They made 10 tricks and they won 5 imps from the first board of this final set of the quarterfinals. Here we see 2 clubs opener, which is normally 11 to 15 points, 5 or more clubs. If it's only 5, it promises 4 card major, 2 diamonds relay, 2 spades, showing those 4 cards. And now East will either beat this game or will make a slam try, probably a slam try because he's got a great hand. Slam is playable. Is it makeable? I don't know. You can make 4 spades, 2 hearts is 6. 5 clubs is 11 and a diamond is 12. So yes, if you get the spades right, you've got enough tricks to make 6 spades. 2 no trump is a relay bit asking for extra shape and points or whatever it's asking for, but I'm sure it's a relay bit. And 3 hearts is maybe natural 5, 4, 3, 1. Does it show extras or not? I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem this hand has much extras. And now 3 spades is setting up the fit in spades, the suit they're gonna play on, and probably some QB dink will follow up. Would somebody chicken out? We are about to find out. So East-West here are correct. The Bulgarians Dian Danilov and Borislav Borisov, they are playing for Team GIP. And the North-South, I need to change the names, but I can tell you that these are the Romanian players. Just give me a moment. North is Gliga and South is Matei. So QBing now for hearts is a qubit, and also it says I'm not really excited to go further, but East is excited despite of his flat hand. Partner is the one who's got the shape, he is the one who's got the aces. So they're on track to reach 6 spades now because they have 4 key cards out of 5 plus the queen of spades, which will be asked now. There is still a chance he chickens out due to a weak trump suit, but he doesn't know which aces they have and key cards, so I guess he'll just ask for the queen and end up the auction in 6 spades. Let's see if that is the case. So 5 clubs was probably 1 or 4 key cards and 5 diamonds asking for the queen of spades. And West is wondering, should I just beat 6 spades or 6 clubs? Yes, he beat 6 spades, that's right. So unless Declare gets inspired somehow, this contract should make. Let's move to the other table to see what's going on there. They're already playing and they're only playing in 4 spades, so potentially Team Gip can get a lot of hymns back and take the lead. If they fail in 6 spades for some reason, this will be very bad start of the match considering the 5 hymns lost from the first board. So a lot of hymns on stake here. That will be probably very important for the outcome of the whole match. 12 tricks were made. Let's go back to the other table. So we're still waiting for the lead. In the meantime, I'll work on fixing the names of the players. Okay, the names are now changed. Declare won the lead of a low diamond with the ace, went back to hand with the spades, and obviously he is aiming to take double finesse in spades. So he'll rough now, yes, with the 9, so he doesn't block the suit. Now spade finesse, and that will be a claim very shortly. They're non-vulnerable, so 980 compares with 480. That will be 11 imps to the Bulgarian team Gip. And the match will be 11-5 after 2 boards, way more exciting than the new 2-1, 2-2, 3-2 the previous set. So at this table for Team Signori, North is Gliga, South is Matei, and at the other table it's V. George and D. Savin for the Signori team. For the Bulgarians, Satanas Ivanov and Ivan Tsonchev are North-South, and at the other table it's Dejan Danailov and Borislav Borisov playing for Team GIP. Okay, 11 imps. The board is over. 8 boards to go in this quarterfinal. I'm eager to know what's the result from the first set. Hopefully we'll know soon. That will help us understand the strategy of both teams, because when you are ahead or behind, this definitely influences your decisions. You may go more or less wild depending if you're leading or losing the match. Of course, at the top level, the general advice would be to just play bridge and try to do the best thing at that time. You have some good partner and teammates, and if everybody just plays well, even if you don't play, even if you don't do weird things, you can still win. Of course, if it's too bad, playing unusual contracts helps if you're lucky, because if two good players declare 3-0 Trump, the result will probably be identical 95% of the time. So sometimes when you are much behind, you may choose to play in 5 of a minor instead of 3-0 trumps, hoping that 3-0 trump was going off somehow and 5 clubs or 5 diamonds can make because of the trumps. Of course, most of the time it's the other way around and 3-0 trump makes, 5 of a minor doesn't. But when you are desperate for imps, that is one common strategy to gain more imps. And of course, part score fights when they are dangerous at imps, because you may lose a big number. But if you need imps and want to generate difference, the part score battles are a good opportunity. Even they are all the 5-6 imps, 3 such boards makes it 15-20 imps. Let's see now. 1-0 Trump by North. South just beats 3-0 Trump with 11 points. I guess that 1-0 Trump is something like 15-17, possibly it's 14-16. In any case, so South had enough to beat game. How many tricks can you make? The club finesse really helps. The hard finesse, sorry, makes it 2 stoppers. So Declare can take just top cards, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 2 clubs and 2 diamonds. That's 7 tricks and he needs 2 more. They can come from both clubs or diamonds. However, if one of those suits is 4-1 and Declare chooses to develop that suit, they may go off as the hearts are 5-3. So the correct way of playing this hand is to cash ace-king of either minor suit, and if they're 4-1 and it doesn't work for you, you go for the other suit. Now, if you take diamond finesse right now, it can also work because then the diamonds will be on site. So that is a good idea as well. So now Declare has 2 tricks already. 3 more diamonds is 5, 2 clubs is 7, and 2 aces is 9. Easy peasy. At the other table, I believe they already finished the board. Yes, 3-0 Trump, 9 tricks, the same hard lead. Declare took finesse and played for the diamond suit. So if you didn't have the jack of diamonds, then this comment that you need to cash ace king in either minor suit and move to the next one is valid, because you care very much if the suit is 3-2 and you can generate 2 winners from the small cards. Now the jack of diamonds gives you this extra opportunity to play diamond to the king and diamond. If they show out, you of course jump with the ace and go to clubs, but if they follow suit, you're not worried that there might be 4 diamonds in front of the ace. Even if the diamond finesse loses, the suit is will be 3-2 and you make 2 extra tricks in diamonds. So it was definitely the correct line of play considering the quality of the suits. These things may look trivial because on this hand whatever you play you make, but the hands that generate imps often not everything is dropping, so you need to be very careful with these things, and when you're not careful, this is when things go wrong. It doesn't seem like Declare will be able to make overtricks here either, so I expect a push board for sure. No. And I can have a sip of coffee. A couple of, while they're finishing this board, a couple of words of what happened until now, if you've missed the earlier broadcast. So on Thursday and Friday, there were 30 teams that played 10 rounds of 10 boards qualification, and the first 8 made it to the quarterfinals, which you're watching now. It was extremely interesting towards the end of round 10. So if you look at this, the teams ranked between 4 and 12 were within 6 victory points. See that 116 for the 4th, 110 for the 12th. As they qualify for the quarterfinals, you can work out that these 4 teams were on 1 or 2 victory points away from qualifying spot, which tells you that there are many good teams that were fighting until the end, and then it was a matter of just 1, 2, 3 imps, 4, 5 imps at most for somebody to qualify or not. Unfortunately, Team Into Bridge was the bubble team. We stayed short of uh, less than 0.6 victory points from qualifying spot. Anyway, it's a new team. It was a good experience. The other team that was very disappointed was Golden Age because they were in the first state throughout the competition and then they went down, similar to Team Into Bridge. So who qualified? Chowpech, 10 out of 10 wins, the team we showed most over the last couple of days. Our CTO, the CTO of Into Bridge, Živko Draganov, is part of that team. Second, so Chowpech had the choice of opponents. They chose Bridge over Nations. Gip then chose Seniori, and I'm not sure who chose who after that, but it's Meta and Popescu and Marele Urs, the best Romanian team, and Team Olymp, Bulgarian team. It says Kro, but this guy is really a Bulgarian who plays for Croatia sometimes. Okay, let's go back to board 14. They're just starting. No imps gained on board 13 for either team. It was a push board. Okay, we're told what was the result of the first set, and it's really, really interesting. So Team Seniori has won the first set 16-12, so four imps plus they're starting this set, and now the Bulgarians are leading by 6, so the result is really 2 imps for the Bulgarian team with 7 boards to go. Anything can happen. Thanks to the organizers for deciding to show this match because it's much closer than the other match, and also I guess the strength of the players is closer. I just added on the top the label next to my head over there, Signori plus 4, so you don't forget what was their lead after the first set. What happens here? 1 heart by East, 2 hearts, a simple race, which is usually more constructive than not. 2 spades is some sort of a game try. I have no idea what type of a game try it is. Is it natural? Is it asking for something? Some people play this as general game try. Some people play it asking for shortness. Some people probably play other things. It's a system agreement. It's really difficult for operators to find out what bits are conventional. Even if they see something conventional, understanding the explanation is almost impossible. Players either whisper to each other or make little notes on some small papers next to them. So it's not ideal to follow, but from the hands, more or less, we can get the idea. The more important thing is that four hearts has no chance to make whatsoever because you have four top losers in the minors and potentially a club rough. So they are already East-West are in the danger zone where they can go off. Two no trump can also go off because the defenders can just cash five diamonds and two clubs. So yeah, East-West should stop as slow as possible to minimize the damage. In the meantime, we'll look at the other table. What happens at the other table? Board 14 has finished. We can actually see it on this table. So we click other tables. Board 14 is selected. The magnifying glass. So one heart double, two hearts double, three hearts. That was probably not invitational, just preemptive, and three hearts mate. So they didn't manage to get the club rough because after the ace of clubs lead, Tsonchev switched to another suit because they don't show attitude, they just show count. So Tsonchev wasn't sure what club's partner has, which looks very silly that they don't play attitude, but it's Bulgarian standard, and in many cases it's helpful to just show the count. Of course, American English players will laugh at this. How is it possible to not show attitude? But it's not just in Bulgaria. Bulgaria, Poland, and France, the most popular countries where only count signals are played, or 99% count signals. And as one of the people who came out of the Bulgarian bridge school, I can swear by it that playing just count is a great way of playing bridge, and I totally understand those people who don't understand that. So East-West here also stopped in three hearts. There was no ace of clubs lead, so Declare should be able to make this contract easily given the trumps are 3-2, cashing three trumps now and setting up the clubs. Fairly simple even for a beginner, and here we have Gian Zaneuv, a world-class player, so no doubt he will make this contract. And that will be another push board. And with 6 boards to go, the Bulgarians are leading by 2. I suspect that if they... No, I don't suspect. Actually, I overheard something that if it's a draw, there is no carryover and there will be extra boards played or something like that. Or at least the director said there are special rules for draw. What is special rules? I don't know. There always needs to be some kind of special rules. So we'll see if it comes to that. It's too early to say. So yes, that was very quick 9 tricks. I guess he cashed 2 trumps and just showed them his hand saying I'll play clubs until I set them up. Board 15 now. East-West can probably make a part score. Can they make a game with 24 points? They can definitely beat it because these people beat games with even less than 24. But can it make... They have... First of all, what game can they play? Four hearts is obvious because they have fit. But they're so flat both hands. They've got at least 3 top losers from spades and clubs and at least 1 loser in diamonds. So 4 hearts looks impossible. Potentially, yeah, if they set up the spades, the club is not needed. So probably 9 tricks in hearts for East-West. In hearts and in no trumps, it will be a lot tougher because it's 1 spade trick, 4 hearts is 5, 1 club is 6. And 2 diamonds is 8. So yes, also 3 no trump looks like short of a trick that looks impossible to find. Although on a club lead it might not be so impossible. North is leading with no indication. I mean, there is indication for the diamonds, but leading his 5 card suit is not so bad from his point of view, although on this hand it will be very bad in 3 no trump. No East-West reached 4 hearts. So here I can give you one tip. After a Stayman and two of a major, many people played three of the other major as a slam try in the major partner bit. My little tip is to add a second meaning, so keep the slam try, but also add a choice of games option. So partner, so if you're 4-3-3 and maybe something like this 4-4-3-2 with the button owner, you can potentially, with few points, you're scared that you may not have enough tricks in four hearts. So you can beat here three spades, and if partner is flat as pancake, like now for triple three, partner can beat three no trumps. I choose three no trump. And if you really had slam intentions, you just cube it now. On the other hand, if partner is choosing not to play in three no trump, they beat like they would beat over a slam try, either a cube it on a maximum or four hearts on a hand that is not interested in slam. So this can bring you a lot of dividends if you learn when to use this convention choice of games and not do it every other time just to show off that you know one more convention than the others. So yeah, that was the educational part. We can see the heart lead, sorry, the club lead, which here in four hearts brings zero dividends because normally on the spade we could discard the club, and now on the spade we can discard the diamond, which we don't need to discard because we can rough anyway. So I suspect this contract will still go one off. Let's see what happened at the other table. Results, other tables, board 15, four hearts down one. So probably another push board, identical auction, one no trump, one diamond opener. This time it's precision, not natural. One no trump, pass two clubs, pass two hearts, pass four hearts. If I was north at this table where one diamond is natural, I would strongly consider a diamond lead, not a club, because it's my partner's suit. I may get a rough in diamonds. I have 10-9. At the other table, it's not so obvious, but I think I would always lead a diamond in four hearts. Of course, it doesn't matter at all here because it is 9 tricks, not more, not less. So it will be a push board, four hearts down one. Gliga must play a diamond now. Or a spade, if he plays a club, then declare can rough with the ace of hearts, discard a diamond, take diamond finesse and claim 10 tricks. I really doubt Gliga will play a club, but just making myself useful here. So a push board, as I thought. 5 boards to go, 2 imps to gip overall. West opens the diamond, pass by north, and a spade. This looks trivial for precision club. Auction 1 no trump is a weak no trump, like 11 to 13. I think they play 14, 16, 1 no trump opener. Now with 11 points, 5 spades, Danilov will probably make some invitational bid. Possibly he won't invite at all, although knowing him, he will invite. The hand is not so amazing with those jacks. What can they make? Not much. Yes, 2 clubs is probably a two-way check back, forcing partner to beat 2 diamonds, and then he'll beat 2 spades, saying invitational hand with 5 spades. So they've got a spade loser, a heart loser, a diamond loser, and 2 club losers. So maybe 8 tricks, so that they can discard a club or a heart loser on the diamond. So most likely 9 tricks here for Danilov. Not 2 clubs wasn't actually two-way check back, it was one-way check back and 2 spades. Probably I do have 3 spades, but a minimum hand, and Danilov passed. It's rare to see nowadays at top level bridge people playing one-way check back, like two-way check back became the norm, and it's so much easier because 2 diamonds is any game forcing and 2 clubs is partner beat 2 diamonds. I'll pass with a weak hand or beat my suit or no trump if I'm invitational. So anyway, not a big difference. If you play one-way check back, don't rush to change it. It's totally fine. It's just a bit muddy on what is forcing and not afterwards unless you have good agreements. A spade lead for South, he will be disappointed to see dummy with 4-3-3 shape. You normally want dummy to have some singleton when you lead a trump, so you prevent some roughs from the shorter trump holding. This also makes it way more relaxing for Declare to cope with the trump suit, because if he has to play it, he will probably play spade, ace of spades and another spade. It will come down to the same thing, but when the opponents are doing this for him, it's really comfortable. So what will be returned here? I doubt Snort will return another trump. If West, the dummy, had some shortages, then some shortness. Sorry, in England is shortage, in the States is shortness, or the other way around. I'm not sure, but if I say the one of those, I mean the other as well. So I guess North is debating between a heart and a club return. Okay, he went for the club. Declare will draw trump, set up the diamonds. The defense will catch a club, and there will be a claim because it won't. Heart finesse won't take place because Declare will discard his heart on the diamonds, and that will be 9 tricks, 140. What happened at the other table? 2 spades plus 1, so another push board, 4 in a row. So there will be suspense till the end, basically anything can happen. Yep, 9 tricks claimed. Board 17, 4 boards to go. This is the rankings from the qualifications. I showed you that already. I can also show you the butler. If you want to look at those things, at the description of the video below, there is a link to that page, also to the page, the official page of the event. But the pair that is at the other table, Tanas Ivanov and Ivan Tsonchev from Team GIP, won the Butler by a comfortable margin. Basically, if we don't count Mikhail, although he had a great event, he only played half of the time. And that is much different than playing all the time. So the best pair was Ivanov and Tsonchev, and they were ahead by 0.28 to the second pair that played the most matches, Nanev and Gunev from Chopech, who won 10 out of 10 matches. And Andres Honiek and Attila Vikor, unfortunately, they didn't qualify. They were fifth and they lost to Chopech the last round and didn't qualify, but amazing tournament for them. And the fifth pair, Simona and Kostake Dare, amazing game for them. They were now picked by Chopech for the quarterfinals, the Team Bridge Over Nations. And after the first set, which we broadcasted here on our YouTube channel, Chopech is leading by 16 imps. Back to the hand, board 17. Okay, there is already something going on. North opens up a diamond, two clubs overcall. It's okay, pass. Because partner is not a pass hand, with this hand you may have a game, so you don't want to preempt to three clubs putting off partner. Keep it low to suggest points with the normal overcall. Pass two diamonds is a relay bit, it doesn't promise anything. It's not like after a major a good race necessarily. It is more of partner bid more, what have you got for majors, more clubs, more points. So double lead directing probably by North, and each set I just have more clubs, no majors. Three diamonds supporting the diamonds, and West has a good hand and decided to end up the auction in 3-no trump. Unfortunately for East West, they don't have the ace of clubs, and the diamond ace will be knocked out very soon. So on a diamond lead, there is no way this contract can be made, and it will be probably down one. Let's see the lead, but yes, diamond lead after the three diamonds beat by Maite. Very nice bid, because otherwise Gliga will probably lead something else. Now it's a drawing dead for Declare. The suit is 5-5, it cannot be possibly blocked. So I suspect when Declare plays a club, Gliga won't even duck once. He'll just jump with the ace and start cashing out. He will of course be wondering if partner may only have 4 diamonds. Can we block the suit? What should I do? But actually this ducking in diamonds is very helpful. I don't think this ducking was needed. The defenders will continue diamonds. I think Declare should win the ace. That will make it a bit more difficult for opponents. In this case, nothing will make it difficult. They are 5-5 anyway. Now Gliga knows the diamonds are good because of the first ducking, so it will be very quick down one. And let's see what did they do at the other table. The same thing. Not the same auction though, because the diamond double here is missing and the 3 diamonds here is missing by South. However, they still led a diamond and there was a ducking again. I don't agree with this ducking. You're just helping them. If you win the ace, they don't know where is the 10 jack. It makes it more difficult for them. Anyway, they are excellent players. These are the winners of the Butler. I'm sure that they'll manage anyway. Although in Bulgaria the convention Smith Echo is not very popular and some Bulgarians may struggle, although they might be very good players. It is one of the downsides of Bulgarian bridge. We seem to hate Smith Echo. I personally love it. I play it with all my partners. But I don't see any any downsides of playing Smith. Smith is after the opening lead when declare wins and plays something else. Instead of showing count or attitude in that other suit, you're showing if you like the opening lead by both players. It's by agreement, either high likes or low likes. Some people who try to be smarter play different things by different players, but from my experience, I don't really find any merit in that. Just one more thing that to forget or to have to think about and drain out your energy. So two clubs opener by ease, the famous precision two club opener, intermediate hand, 5 plus cards, if only 5, 4 card major is guaranteed, if 6 it's not guaranteed, 2 diamonds is a relay bit, normally it's 8 plus points, but in those vulnerabilities it can be cheeky to keep the opponents away from the auction. Anyway, North is bidding 2 spades, that should be a normal overcall, and the double here is takeout, saying I've got 4 hearts, and maybe we'll see the first big fireworks here, because West will be very tempted to pass. He even passed before I said it, because North-South are vulnerable. He's got 5 cards, 5 cards spade suit. And now let's see if Gliga North will run. I doubt he will run because the only place to run is in diamonds, and his spades after all are only 5, but King Queen Jack 10 is a great suit, and also it's a level lower, so I think 3 diamonds will be a very poor decision to run to, although he'll have find Queen Jack 4. So yes, he's passing with a bit of suffering, it's all fine. I think the hesitation here only helps the defenders because they know he's got another place to run. He's not confident about his suit, so I would pass much quicker. However, not sure exactly what the benefits will be. This works very well now, the lead for Declare. He will be able to get a rough from the short term holding. The second rough won't work because Borisov will run out of clubs, but just this extra trick is substantial. The alternative was to lead a spade, but if the defenders play spade spade, then Declare can set up the diamond suit. So maybe overall this is the better lead, because although it gives a rough from the short trump holding, it also sets up the club suit for east west. And if they gain the trump control, which it looks like they're gonna do if Declare now roughs a heart, Declare won't be able to get any diamond tricks. Anyway, it's very interesting what Declare plays now. Diamond is better than Heart, because Heart, as I mentioned, loses the trump control and the club will be overwrapped. If you play a diamond, you're securing at least one more trick in diamonds. Now in this scenario, it is possible that the Declare won't make a diamond, although I think he will. So where we are now is 2 spades double, 3 tricks for north south, and they'll take at least 3 more spades. If they take a diamond, it will be down 1, but if they get 2 diamonds, which actually is not impossible, then 2 spades double will make, and that will be a disaster for Team Gip. So let's see what happens now. If Borisov plays a heart, he'll just shorten Declare, who can play a diamond, and that can be ducked and then rubbed by the singleton trump. So Declare can rub the heart and exit with the trump to kill east trump. This is all looking at 52 cards, of course, which is much easier. The players need more time to digest all that. And of course, they don't know what the cards are exactly like in the other players' hands. So if a heart is played now, a rough, a spade will be best for Declare. And then whatever West does, North will get 2 diamond tricks and make the contract. If instead of that North decides to play a diamond immediately, for the defense will be best to duck once and to rough take the second one with the ace and rough another diamond. Again, it is not clear what the shapes are. Although Borisov now is thinking my partner should have 6 clubs, 4 hearts, that is pretty clear, and 3 cards outside. Of course, partner may have 7 clubs, but they should be extremely careful now. What happened at the other table? Let's have a quick look. Board 18, 3-0 trump making by West. So imagine if North-South make 2 spades doubled. This will be an absolute disaster for East-West and for Team Gip. Oopsie, so Declare has played the 9 of diamonds, I guess. Here, if we take so many undos, no. A hard is played, raft, okay. Now, Borisov must duck. No, he didn't duck. So now this contract can make. Declare just need to play 1 trump to kill the nail of trump and to be able to cash 2 diamond tricks, not only 1. Now the defense is hopeless if the Declare gets it right. 2 spades doubled making vulnerable is 670, 400 for 3-0 trump by East-West. At the other table is 400, so 1070 will be 14 imps to the Romanian seniors, and they are now 2 behind with considering the score from the first set, so they'll be 12 ahead in the match with 2 boards to go, which is wonderful. Yes, he played a trump, well done to him, and unfortunately for East-West, 2 spades will be made. So what happens now? East-West should stay calm. I'm sure East will, but West should stay calm with 2 boards to go and 12 imps behind. They must really focus on getting back into the match with some good boards. Of course, they don't know the result exactly, but anybody knows that if they make 2 spades doubled against you when you can make 3-0 trump, you're in very serious trouble. Actually, 3-0 trump makings looks a bit dodgy too, because on a spade lead, I'm not sure you can beat it, but let's see. Yes, it was actually the king of spades lead. So yes, it's only the 9 of spades is a stopper, so you only make 3 spades and a diamond, so actually it's called. Yes, they made 2 spades doubled, 14 imps to Signori. They're now leading this set with 8 imps, and they have 4 from the previous set, so 12 imps lead for Signori with 2 boards to go. What happened? Let's see. At the other table. No, they are still playing, so we won't look at it. We'll see later. One no trump by South with 16 points and a 5-card major. Looks quite standard. Probably it's 15-17 no trump. Stayman by North without 4-card majors. I guess he's aiming at a greater calls here. Maybe he wants to beat his 3 clubs. Maybe they have a slam in clubs. A bit far-fetched. I would personally just beat 3 no trump, because when I try to be clever, my partners often also try to be clever, and then you cannot stop the train, and it's very annoying. So unless you have a clear vision of what you're gonna achieve by doing weird things, you better don't do weird things, because a trivial hand may end up with a disastrous loss. Yes, they ended up in 3-0 Trump. I wonder what would happen if South beats 2 hearts. Now 3-0 Trump will be promising 4 spades in my book, so he'll need to beat 3 clubs and complicate the auction. Finding that partner is weak in spades, we've got the ace, who cares? We've got 13 points. Yeah, I don't really agree with the statement, but if I knew anything about this game, I would have been playing there, not commentating. So this is not a good board for East West, because it looks trivial and anybody will be in this contract. Would it make? It's not clear actually, although they have so many points, they don't have any tricks. So they now, if the club is ducked, which probably will be, they will make 4 clubs, 3 diamonds, the ace of spades and a heart. Yes, so it will make. The key is now not to overtake the 10 of clubs, but you see the news, you see that West has no clubs. It's worth thinking, what should you do if West follows? I think you should still play low, because this protects you against 5 clubs in West, and we desperately need to establish that 9 of clubs, because if things go badly in diamonds and hearts, meaning diamonds don't drop, as they don't, and the ace of hearts is offside as it is, we may actually find ourselves going off in 3-0 Trump with 29 points, which is a pretty traumatic event for any bridge player, even if there was no way to make it. So yes, declare Duck the club. Well done. Not that it's a big thing to do, but you have to do it. And now the defense will wonder what to do, but it won't matter that much. We can see they can play a spade and then finesse the queen of spades, only if East had another entry to his hand, which is not the case. So let's see if the other table finished the board. No, they haven't finished. Let's just jump to their table now. Oops, I've been logged out. Okay, we'll see when they finish actually. No need to do it now. Yep, and there will be a claim now for 2 losers that are visible on the table. We're heading towards the last board for this round. Then there will be a lunch break and the semifinals will be played after the lunch break around 2:30 local time, 2:30 p.m. I mean, 14:30, 1:30 p.m. Central European time, 12:30 p.m. UK time, and that should be 8:30 New York time. If you're from Europe, don't forget that the clocks are moving tonight. They moved 2 weeks ago in America, so from tomorrow there will be again 5 hours difference between London and New York. Now it's 4 because we move clocks. Not just that we move clocks and make it complicated, but also we move them on different dates. So for 2 weeks now and 2 weeks in the autumn, the difference is different. Okay, last board. One diamond by West, Precision Club, 11 to 15 points. If balanced, 11 to 13. Two spades by East. I don't know what it means, but I can make a bet that it means what normal people would beat to no trump with. An invitational balanced hand without 4-card majors. Something like 11 to 13 points. For normal people, it's 11 to 12, but as they open light, I am sure that sometimes they invite even with 13. With these 12 that East has, opposite a natural system, many people will be game forcing, but these guys know that they open with nothing, so they're more cautious with the invitations, even if it's vulnerable. West, I have no doubt that he'll go for a game after the blow of two spades doubles, staying in 2-0 trump. It's not really great, and I am completely wrong. He didn't like his 13 count. And unless two spades wasn't invitational, they will now stop into no trump and probably lose the match. Let's see what happened at the other table. Board 19 is still in play, so we'll go back to it when they finish here. OIC is thinking, I have no idea. Yes, to no trump vulnerable. What will happen? Two spade tricks, 4 hard tricks is 6, one diamond is 7, and declare will need one more diamond or club trick to make to no trump. The lead is important. Hard lead is better for declare. Spade lead is not that much, but he's got his chances. Let's see. Yes, a spade lead from the jack 10. Should you lead the jack or a small? I'm not sure. I think the theory says small, but I don't blame Gliga for leading the jack. In this case, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, I don't feel like watching this agony here in 2-0 Trump. Let's see what happens in the other table and what takes so long for this 4-0 Trump. Oh, 4-0 Trump. Okay, they went a bit higher. And they will go off now because they will lose the last two tricks. I think that's a good thing because it will mean that they lose much by a lot and they'll feel better than losing by a little. Although 12 imps is not that little. But yeah, well done to Team Signori. Whatever happens on the last board, if this is going off now, Signori will lead by what is it? 18 imps here, plus 4 from the previous set, 22 imps. So we can say well done to Team Signori for winning this quarterfinal against the team that came second in the qualifications and then picked that team senior as opponent. This often happens. You do well in the qualifications, you pick a team that didn't do so well, and they beat you up. It's not the first time it happens, and I promise you it won't be the last. Uh, so actually the two hands that were lost, it wasn't something so amazing that Signori did, but two mistakes at each tables. One overbid here with 4-no trump instead of 3-no trump. I mean, mistakes in the context that you don't make it, but and also at the other table that we were watching, two spades making instead of 3-no trump the other way. But this is bridge. None of the decisions was so bad. It was logical. I would also be very tempted to pass the two spades doubled with Borisov's hand. I'm actually, let's have a look if it was a code contract. It feels two spades doubled is code. Let's ask the machine. Yes, whatever you lead, there is a way to make two spades doubled. Even if you lead a spade, declare can set up the diamonds and you cannot take more than 3 hearts, so the defense will take 1 spade, 1 diamond and 3 hearts at most. Okay, they finish board 20 with 2 no trump down 1. How interesting. 2 boards ago, up to board 17, Team Gip was qualifying with a 2 implete, and those 2 boards just absolutely destroyed them. But this is bridge and it's entertaining. So here 3-no trump for the Romanians. As I mentioned, opposite a natural system, partner who opens with a decent hand. This hand is even game forcing, not invitational. The Roof only invited because partner might be having a light opening bid. Now potentially this will go to off and Team Gip will win 3 imps, but that is 19 short of what they need to at least have extra boards or whatever special rules apply for a draw. Now check with the director if we know results from any other quarter-final matches which may have finished earlier, although these guys played pretty fast. The same jack of spades lead, so maybe leading a small is not so great as I mentioned theoretically. Atanas Ivanov, a very good player from Bulgaria, also lead the jack of spades the same way that Gliga did at the other table for Team Seniori. Again, on this particular hand, it doesn't matter at all which one you lead, but just in interesting theoretical position. Now the defenders must take the two clubs, otherwise it will be one off. They'll take at least one of the clubs considering the contract is 3 no trumps. So we'll see. I expect them to continue with clubs. No, they continued with hearts because they saw Declare is guarding their club, so they'll leave to Declare to play the club suit. Atanas Ivanov is very experienced. He's not desperate to cash his ace for down one. And this tells you why these guys won the butler for in the qualifications, because you don't just cash aces to beat it by one, but you take every opportunity and every imp. Very mature play by him. Well done. Unfortunately, he's playing the last 3 cards in the competition now for him, and they cannot even get to the pairs event, which already started. So good try for Team Gip. Well done to the pair here, North-South, Atanas Ivanov and Ivan Tsonchev, for winning the Butler in the qualifications of this very strong event. And even bigger well done for Team Seniori, which was successful and won against one of the best Bulgarian teams. And they won pretty convincingly. 4 imps in the first set, and adding 18 here, 22 imps win in the quarterfinal match, and they're progressing to the semifinals. I still have no news about any other matches, so we'll conclude here, but the results will be updated soon on the web page where results get updated. It's not the official page of the tournament, it's a different page. If you look at the description of the video below, you'll be able to find out the scores, schedule, and everything. The next round is scheduled for an hour and a quarter from now. My feeling is that it will take more than an hour and a quarter, because it always does. But yes, around that time, hour and a quarter, hour and a half from now, we'll be back with the first set out of 3 in the semifinals. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon. Bye.